This is the story of the nurse who saved 50 soldiers by refusing one simple order. The year was 1944. The setting was a makeshift field hospital during the Battle of the Bulge. Allied lines were collapsing under a massive German offensive. Nurse Agnes Jensen was in charge of a ward. It was a bombed-out schoolhouse. 50 severely wounded men lay on cots. They were post-surgery, immobile, and completely vulnerable. The sound of artillery was getting closer. A frantic staff colonel burst through the door. He was pale with fear. "The Panzers have broken through," he yelled. "We are evacuating this position. Now." His order was simple: all walking wounded and staff are to fall back to the main line. Nurse Jensen looked at her 50 patients. "Sir, what about these men?" The colonel refused to look at the cots. "They are non-transportable. You will leave them." The unspoken meaning was clear. They would be abandoned to the enemy or to the collapsing building. That is a direct order, nurse. The room was thick with the smell of fear and antiseptic. Agnes Jensen stood tall. "No, sir." The colonel's face turned red. "This is not a debate. It's insubordination. I am aware of that, sir. But I will not leave my patients. You can evacuate. I am staying." The colonel was speechless. He threatened her with a court-martial. He threatened her with enemy capture. She simply went back to checking a patient's bandages. "If you are not going to help, sir, please get out of the way." Defeated by her resolve, the colonel and his staff fled. Agnes and two volunteer orderlies were now alone. The building shook. Plaster fell from the ceiling. The 50 soldiers watched her, their eyes wide, for hours. They waited in the terrifying silence. The sound of battle had moved, not closer, but further away. Then they heard new voices, American voices. A counterattack by a stray armored unit had pushed the Germans back. The field hospital was suddenly, miraculously, back in friendly territory. Relief trucks arrived hours later. Every single one of her 50 patients was evacuated. They lived. Agnes Jensen was never court-martialed. She was, however, quietly reprimanded, but to 50 men and their families. She was the hero who saved them, all by refusing one simple, terrible order.